Hello. In today's article, we discuss product orientation and market orientation. And the difference between the two is simply that in a organization where product orientation dominates, the entire organization is so structured to support the product directly. The emphasis is placed on providing a properly designed product, properly tested product, a product that has future iterations or an evolution to it of improvement and added features, change, if you will. And so the entire business is structured with that in mind. Also, if the product is one where there can be failure and warranty work and returns, then the business is designed to be able to manage that. So that's what product orientation does, and as a result of a project or product oriented strategy. Now, in a market orientation, what we're trying to do in a market orientation is serve the market at large, not the consumer individually. It's not about just a focus on the product. The business here looks at the market potential and says, we can provide this product or service to the masses. So we're looking at high volume, we're looking at quick to replicate, and we're looking at low cost. And so with these things in mind, the organization is now structured in that way to provide high volume of product, to provide high volume of service. Warranty issues are not so much the case here. As a matter of fact, any returns is handled probably right there at the point of sale, like a fast food chain. If you don't like your burger, you get another one right there. You don't write to McDonald's necessarily and say, I didn't like my burger, and they're not going to send you another one, okay? It's just not the way it works. So everything about the business is structured to handle any problems right there at the point of sale. So there's a big difference in how the marketing strategy is addressing the product and services, but also behind the scenes, it has a huge effect on how the organization operates and how it's designed. And that is what the article is all about, understanding the difference between the two. Now, there's a chart in the article, and so we're going to add another row to that. So we'll be able to apply this very quickly and see how this works in our simulation here. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the chart. I like the Standard Oil line the best because it's so dramatically different. Here we have a product orientation of a company that will take the approach that we sell gasoline, and that is how they view their particular product and service. That's what they do. However, if they were to change to a market orientation, then the emphasis is off the product and it's on to a broader message. That is, we supply energy. Much different scope. And so depending on the orientation, then that would affect the operational side of the business because they have to adjust and scale accordingly. Let's take an example of a coffee chain that we all know. Let's put Starbucks into that. And so here with a company called Starbucks, having a product orientation would mean that they sell premium coffee. And that's what they're all about. And in early stages, that's what they did. And then as you become a chain, you get bigger, more complicated, and more elaborate, then you begin to look at a marketing strategy. And so when they did, they became a place where they're a third place for their consumer. Consumer drinks coffee at work, drinks coffee at home, but as a third place, they can come to Starbucks and they can still go to work, and maybe it's their home away from home stop, or their stop after hours. So that's the difference between these two strategies as you'd apply them to Starbucks. That's how this works. As you can see, we've added this row, we've got this new company in here, we can see what the differences are between the product and the marketing orientation. And so if you find your business is in a situation where it needs to reevaluate its marketing strategy and how does that impact its behind the scenes operations, and you're a little uncertain about the ramifications of all that, feel free to give us a call at Management Insights, and we'll be glad to talk to you and help you plan through this process. Or maybe maybe you have a strategy in place already and you feel like it's dialed in to 80%. You'd like to have it fine-tuned. We'd be glad to look at the operations side of your strategy to see if everything is in line and supporting the strategy that you have chosen. So we thank you for reading and listening, and have a great day.